welcome to Science to Sage. One of the things that both Joseph and I will be doing is we'll be taking the book Inside Out, and he'll be actually teaching it online, which will be fabulous. And the other thing that we will be doing is taking it into a new curriculum for living, which will be fractal. And we'll take all the elements and you can explore piece by piece. But what you'll be able to do is see the interconnectedness of everything and how it all relates. Because the one thing is it's all aspect of the one, but it's aspects of the one. And so Joseph is going to take you on a tour of all of these different aspects in a way that will be profound. And my job was, as a dyslexic, was to put it together visually. So basically, most people could understand it, and in a way that would make it simple and to grasp it. And he's going to take you deeper. I think that is going to be the fun journey. Do you anything want to say anything about that yourself?
No, you said it very well.
Did I do it? Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you.
So one of the questions you had was vision, and the vision for me is an open, undogmatic exploration of life's magical creations and expressions. In other words, take the old format of we're going to recite this stuff and get you to regurgitate it. Throw that model out. It's done. It's over. It was really done on purpose to stupefy and close us off to questioning. And the fact is, it's funny, in the expression of Taoista, who's a guy who teaches people about personal empowerment and the living being as opposed to the corporate being. And he says, we've got to come to a place where we are fully liable, fully conscious, fully capable of exploring our lives because we are a creation by God, right? We are the sons and daughters of God. We are the inheritors of earth. We are here to fully live and experience all which is here to experience. What we have is the opportunity to fully embody that, fully savor it, and then share our personal experiences with each other, because that's the whole point of being alive. Because we're all fractal expressions of the whole. And what we have is our unique perspective, right? But I'm curious to know how your unique perspective is, and I'm curious to know how his unique perspective is, and his, because that enriches my life. That gives me a much broader perspective, because it's not just my own, right?
I was talking to my son today, and it was interesting. We were talking about solitary confinement. And that was actually the biggest torture of all.
Mm-hmm.
But when we had our friends and our relations, then we actually had our mirrors and our friends to actually help us project and reflect the things that were going on inside.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was kind of an interesting.
Yeah.
But we need that. And the other part I want to talk about is the notion of interconnectedness and the notion of everything is an aspect of God, where we oftentimes in education divide everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what you were talking in the beginning is the integration of seeing, whether it's the wave coming out as a color or coming out as whatever. Explain, Joseph, how it's music, it's sound, it's light, it's color, it's everything. Mm-hmm. So just what I want to ask you. So Joseph, explain how, as part of the one and the many, how these individuated expressions can express themselves.
What's the quintessential piece of true science is seeing the interconnectedness and each part how it interacts with one another. See, reductionistic sciences, Newtonian physics, right? Basically, it's like studying Godivers. This is one of the pitfalls, right? We look at the leftover pieces and we think we can, CSI, we can figure out how the thing worked by looking at the dead pieces. That model doesn't work because you're missing the largest portion of the truth.